Howdy there, buddy, partner, buddy old pal. This is Becker, and per usual, I'm shooting a video right now to show you some really cool stuff we've figured out recently. The coolest of all, that 7-Eleven is giving half off on these sweet mugs right now, and you can get all the crappy coffee your heart desires as well. So I think before we get started, we can agree to owe me a thank you for the heads up, okay? But let's get into the main point of this video if you're not into 7-Eleven coffee. What I want to show you is something that doubled the rankings of 9 out of 9 sites, aka 100% success ratio, pretty cool. And this was able to happen in less than 3 weeks' time. And the people who did this to their sites, they didn't have to buy any links out there, they didn't have to go out there and change anything on their site, and they didn't have to go out there and buy any extra stuff or spend a lot of money or anything like that. They just used what I'm about to show you. And before I get any farther, I just want to kind of pull the curtain back and let you know that they were using our new social autopilot system. This is something I've been working on and revamping for about the past 3 months, and we've done some really cool stuff. The first and foremost is I brought on a new partner with us. His name is Gregory Ortiz. He actually ranks #1 in Google right now for New York SEO and is one of the biggest PBN and social experts online right now. He actually has one of the largest PBN selling businesses on the market right now, which is why I wanted to bring him on board with this to kind of revamp this system, get some really cool stuff going, and it is definitely working. And on top of that, the past few months, myself and Gregory, that's a cool name, we've been consulting with some of the best SEOs in the world. I'm not gonna go line up the laundry list. You know, we know a lot of cool people here, and what we've been doing is testing. We took in a bunch of beta testers, actually 9 to be exact, and the results are in. And it's hard to say with a straight face, because frankly I didn't expect such consistent results, but 100% of everyone that came into our beta test, granted all these people had 100% healthy SEO sites, but 100% of them were able to see increases in rankings. And I think that's just incredible. That's consistency I've never really seen before in SEO. And it's just because the stuff we've been putting together, well, it's neato. And we're gonna be telling you about that in this video and how we do it. Now, before we get into it or you run off to get one of these sweet coffee mugs though, we are going to be opening Social Autopilot to the public on the date below at 3 p.m. Eastern. Now, you need to know that we can only take 50 new accounts. We're not gonna be unloading 1,000 people on this. That's more than myself and Gregory can handle at this point in time with the system. We just want to take 50 people in and get them really, really good results. Now, as you probably know, I have a pretty big list. I have close to 92,000 SEOs on my list as I look at my computer right now. So this is going to sell out in less than 5 minutes when we hit 3 p.m. on the opening day below. Now, because it's going to sell out so fast, we do have the benefit of choosing who we want to work with. I don't want any misinformed crazies or get-rich-quick people on here. So what we're doing is there's an opt-in below this video. Now, after you opt in, there's gonna be a features video that's gonna tell you every little thing about this. You might actually take away a lot of SEO tidbits from it. Now, I'm requiring you to have to opt in and you have to watch that features video to even have the option of hopping on. Then after you've opted in and watched the features video at 3 p.m. Eastern on the date below, we're gonna be opening up. We're gonna send you a little email, there'll be a link, and you hop in. It's gonna be sold out in 5 minutes, so again, have to be on your email. Watching the features video does not guarantee you a spot. There is guaranteed going to be a couple thousand people on the waiting list, and it's gonna be first come, first serve. We're gonna open up at 3 p.m., we're gonna mail the list, and whoever's there waiting is going to get a spot. If you were at your email at that point in time, there's a good chance you will get a spot based on the history and how I've kind of operated in services like this in the past though. So what I want to do right now is we're going to hop straight to my computer. I'm going to take you through these results we got in the beta, show you results after results after results, and explain to you why we're getting the results we are. So very cool stuff. We're going to go over, and hopefully you haven't left for this sweet 7-Eleven mug yet. Okay, let's hop into it.
All right, we're in my browser right now, and I just want to dive straight into the results we're getting here at Social Autopilot. So it is just a no-brainer for you to opt in below, where we show you how it works and how we do it. Now we're going to get into all 9 of the beta tests that I was talking about in this video. And what I want to show you first off is case studies that have happened in the last 3 weeks. We took on 4 new sites in the past 3 weeks, and 4 out of 4 of these healthy sites were able to see an increase. Now, what I mean by increases, I'm not talking about going from like number 58 in Google to number 54. I'm only going to be showing you increases where it's a doubling of rankings or a dramatic increase on the first page. So let's just get straight into it. Here's our first beta test. You can see in less than 3 weeks, this person was able to go from the hundreds in Google all the way up to number 23 right here. And this is a service-based term. You can see this keyword right here. This person was able to go all the way from the 125th spot to number 26 for their term, again, in less than 3 weeks. And usually in the algorithm right now, it takes about 30 days to go and see results. We're seeing results almost immediately after we get in there, and they just keep building on each other. And one thing with our system, we're constantly adding new signals, constantly adding new links, so these rankings just keep improving and improving and improving. You can see this ranking right here. This client right here was able to go, and he was able to go from the second page of Google, third page of Google for these keywords, and then go up to the first page. I know it's hard to see, but we're showing all of the search terms right here on one graph. And you can see this right here. He was able to go from post 75 all the way up to the second page of Google after 3 weeks of just being on our system. You can also see this term right here, this beta test right here. This is a medical term. This person was able to go from close to the 125th spot in Google all the way up to number 37. So we just go out there and get results. We don't go out there and just increase your rank by 5 or 6 spots when you're on the 5th page. We go out there and we get you dramatic results that you can take to yourself or your clients and get your clients to be very happy with, and with yourself be able to go, whoa, my site's starting to get up there, and it will just increase and increase and increase. Now in this thing I want to show you some other recent case studies, but where we've had more than 3 weeks to work with the site. These are case studies that we went and applied this strategy to about a month and a half ago, and we're going to show you the results they're getting after about a month and a half on the service. You can see what Google wants to do right now is make us wait a little bit. It usually takes about 30 days before it really kicks in, and I want to show you the results we're getting once we have some time to work with the sites. You can see it here. Here's a house cleaning term. A lot of the terms I'm going to show you are perfect terms to sell in local SEO, and we have a lot of people working with local SEO clients in the system, and it works exceptionally well because you just worry about getting more clients. You don't have to worry about the linking ever again. But you can see it here. This is a house cleaning term. Went from the 90th spot in Google all the way up to close to the first page. You can see this one right here. It's a home building term, and you know you don't need many home building contracts to go out there and make a lot of coconuts. You can see the search was able to go from the 35th spot in Google all the way up to close to the first page again. A total doubling of rankings. You can see in this next search right here, here's a real estate term, went from the 45th spot in Google all the way up to the second page, number 15th-ish in Google. You can see right here, this is a product term right here. It went from the 7th spot in Google all the way up to number 2 in Google. Again, we want to get you those results, and we want to constantly be doubling your rankings as long as you're in the system. We just keep building more and more links until you go up there and hit that spot that you're looking for where you start making money. You can see this product review term right here, 70th spot in the Google, went all the way up to the first page. And it's just that plain easy, guys. It is just that plain easy. You put it in the system, we go, we build the links, we do our strategy that we're going to show you how we do when you opt in below. Remember, we can only take 50 people on the launch date below this video. However, you opt in below, we're going to show you exactly how it works, all the features of the system, so you know exactly what you're getting when launch day comes around. So be sure to opt in below right now. Now, with that being said, I want to show you some other just case studies based on stuff we've just done to our sites. You can see it here. Here's a search right here. This is based around car parts. Another client we had able to go from the 85th spot in Google all the way up to the first page. Now you can see this search right here. Person was able to go from the 85th spot in Google all the way up, rising to the first page. I believe they're on about very, very close to the first page right now. You can see right here. And this is just boom, just a month after being in the system, riding on up to the top of Google. You can see here's a dental term, able to take the client all the way from the 5th spot of Google all the way to number 2, just applying this strategy. You can also see some other searches right here. This is stuff that Gregory's ranking for. Already goes out there, ranks first for New York SEO, but he does this in all sorts of other cities out there. You can see went from the 200s in Google all the way up to the first spot for a powerful SEO term. This is where he gets most of his clients from. And you can see, again, he's just doing another search right here as well, going from the 200 spots all the way up to the top of Google. Very, very simple, very powerful stuff. We're going to show you how we do it when you opt in below. Now, we can keep showing you more rankings just like this. We have the pattern that works with a healthy website. You give us a healthy website, we're able to go out there and increase the rankings at a steady pace. It's just that simple. And well, it just works. I don't think I can break it down in any more detail. So if you're interested in this, what you need to do right now is go below and opt in right now and watch the how we do it video after, or you will not be sent the link on opening day. Again, if you do not opt in below and you do not watch the video after, we will not be sending you a link on opening day. This is not open to the public. This is not something we're going to send to everybody. And we want to educate you and inform you on how we do it and how the system is going to work and make sure you fully understand what's going on before we even ask you to come inside. So you need to opt in right now. We're going to show you how we do this. We're going to show you how our service works, and we're going to lay out everything for you. And then after you've watched that stuff, we can then go out there and get you the link on opening day at 3 p.m. Eastern at the date below. On top of that, opting in is not a commitment to buy. We're just going to send you all the features and show you how we do it. So you know everything about the service before you buy. So all in all, opt in, and I will see you in the next video. This has been Becker, and thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you real quick right when you opt in below. Take it easy for the next 2 seconds, and I'll be talking to you in, well, next 2 seconds. All right, see you there.